Good afternoon, everyone. So today we are going to see the topic in DBMS is purpose of database system. So as I have given everything, I'm just giving the introduction about database system. So database system is nothing but structure with the data in a kind of system. Okay, so this is called database system in general. Okay, so why we are using this database system means before using this database system earlier we have been using the file system. Okay, so we have faced a lot of disadvantages in traditional file processing system, so that we are just skipping over to the database system. So here I have given the disadvantages of traditional file processing system. The first one is a data redundancy. Data redundancy means a duplication will be there, so we cannot control or we cannot overcome the duplication if we are using the traditional file processing system. But still, if you are using the database system now, so the redundancy or duplication will be automatically deleted. Okay, if two values or if one value are presented in two places, one value will be deleted. So here itself the duplication is getting eradicated. So this is the first reason why we are moving to the database system. The second one is a data inconsistency. Data inconsistency means if we are following some database for maintaining the records for college or schools, if I update something in one file, it will definitely reflect to the other files also. So we people no need to go to each and every database to get the updated value. So if I do the update in one file, remaining file will get updated with the same value. But in file processing system, if I update in one file, I will have to go and make the updation for each and every file. So here are the some data will be missing. So data inconsistency. So the data inconsistency will be appearing when we are using traditional file processing system. The third one is difficulty in accessing data. So in conventional, if I need to get one data, I will have to check throughout the file to get a single value. But if I'm using the database system, if I put the word in search, but if I need any data when I'm using database system, if I type the word in search box, it will automatically give me all the options. So this is very convenient in accessing data. But when it comes to traditional file processing system, it finds difficulty in accessing data. The next one is data isolation. Data isolation means we can segregate the data as a cleared one, but in traditional file processing system we cannot make that in data isolation. The next one is integrity problems. Integrity is nothing but from starting point to ending point we have to maintain the consistency. So if consistency is not there, integrity we cannot achieve. So here when I'm using database system, integrity I can achieve, but when it comes to traditional file processing system, we cannot achieve the integrity. So that's the main problem in traditional file processing system. So next one is atomicity. Atomicity means do or nothing. Okay, in conventional file processing system, we are unable to ensure the atomicity, but when it comes to database system, it is very really easy to ensure the atomicity in traditional, not in database system. And seventh one is concurrent access anomaly. So concurrent access anomalies means multiple users can use the database, single database at a time. So users update the data simultaneously. It doesn't cross any other users value, so we can go for the multiple users at a time. So this will help us to do the multiple or simultaneous number of works behind the script. So this will be achieved only when we are using the database system, not in the traditional file processing system. Okay, the next one is a security problem. Security problem is nothing but when we are using database system, we can give the access to the authority person, or we can deny the access to any of them, so that we can secure their data. So this will happen only in the database system, not in the traditional file processing system. So here I have given the differences between the database and conventional file system. Next one is I have given the characteristics of database system. So what are the characters they are having means it just a representation of real world applications. So real world applications, in real world we are having only the information, and it will give the tables, and it will give the systematic approachment, and this is very efficient and easy to implement, and it will be useful to maintain the data. So everything will happen in a positive way when we are using the database system. Even though we are having a lots of advantages, still we are having disadvantages when we are using the database system also. The first one is complex design. So when we get the perfect output, we have to go for the complex design. So this complex design will require high-end configuration of hardware and software. So this hardware and software cost high. And this one damage to part is if any part of database is corrupted or damaged, the whole entire database may be get affected. The conversion cost means the current system, if I'm using the traditional current file processing system, if I want to convert this from to the modern database system, so it will cause a high amount of data. So these and all comes under the disadvantages of database systems. Thank you, students.